Welcome and peace. This is Sister Kathy Adamski, and this is Spirituality Spots, our weekly sessions on topics of spirituality. This week, I'd like to discuss the topic of spiritual direction, what spiritual direction is, how often one meets with a spiritual director or a mentor, and hopefully give you a little bit more understanding of what is involved in spiritual direction. Spiritual direction is an ancient tradition. The great mystics of our faith did spiritual direction. The great saints of our Catholic tradition have done spiritual direction, and it has continued throughout the ages. The purpose of spiritual direction is to help one to become more intimately closer with the Lord, to try to deepen one's relationship with the Lord. And I know oftentimes we each need help with that particular topic. And so for spiritual direction, you meet with a spiritual director for the most part once a month. Some people extend it to 6 weeks, and it lasts for about an hour. And so you pray together, and the spiritual director, the basic quality that a spiritual director has is a deep listener. And a spiritual director has been trained for 2 to 3 years on learning how to be a spiritual director. They are a person of deep faith, a person in good Catholic standing who has been trained by, for the most part, a Catholic institution. And it is a wonderful opportunity for you to learn various methods of prayer and really try to discern what is God's will for your life. And there are many opportunities in the Diocese of Charleston. We have many spiritual directors throughout the diocese, and right now we have 17 new people being trained. It's a 2-year program with Spring Hill College that they just began their training this past September, and in 2 years they will be trained to be spiritual directors. So I hope you would consider spiritual direction or mentoring. The other question I sometimes get, is there a cost or a fee for spiritual direction? Some spiritual directors do not charge a fee. Many spiritual directors do charge a nominal fee to help defray and pay for their education and training and becoming a spiritual director. On my website, the Office of Spirituality Information for Ministry on the diocesan webpage, there is a list of spiritual directors throughout our state. And you can do spiritual direction in person for the most part, but during COVID, I know many of us did spiritual direction vis-a-vis video format, vis-a-vis Zoom. I know the furthest person I have from my locale is a young woman with 3 children who works for the church, and she comes to me from Milwaukee, Wisconsin monthly, and we discuss how her prayer life has been, how her relationships have been, where she sees God in her ministry, in her family, and in her prayer life. So I hope you would consider this very valuable opportunity of contacting a spiritual director. All it takes is a phone call or an email, but I know that is probably the most difficult thing to do. So hold fast and try the opportunity to connect with a spiritual director. If I can help you, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you and have a blessed week, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Hopefully we'll see you next week.